Erosion is the wearing away and moving of surface material by gravity, water, wind, or ice. So those are the 4 ways we can erode our Earth. Deposition is when erosion agents drop sediment as they lose energy and the sediments pile up. So erosion moves the sediment. When that sediment stops moving, it's then called deposition, or it's been deposited. The first type of erosion we're going to look at is erosion by wind. This can be in the form of storms, where the wind is moving sand and dust around. What's created from erosion by wind are sand dunes, which are hills of sand built by wind erosion, and abrasion, which we looked at with weathering as well. It's when rocks rub against each other and form grooves and striations. So wind can cause rocks to rub against each other. The second type of erosion is erosion by water. This can be in the form of rills and gullies. Rills are small channels where water's kind of moved over rocks, carrying away that sediment, or large channels would be like gullies. Sheet erosion, where you have almost like a big blanket of water coming across land, moving the sediment. Stream erosion, like a river, and waves erode as well, like at the ocean, like in the ocean. The third type of erosion is erosion by gravity. Mass wasting occurs as gravity moves materials down a slope as one large mass. This can be in the form of rock falls or rock slides, which occurs when rocks break off or slip suddenly down a hill, or in the form of mud flow, which is a thick mixture of water and sediment that flows downhill. The fourth type of erosion is erosion by ice or glaciers. Plucking occurs at the bottom of a glacier, and as the ice picks up sediment, it's moving it as that ice moves. So if you look at the first picture, you can see where plucking is labeled, and that's where we're actually causing the erosion. That's where the ice or the glacier is pushing the sediment, moving the sediment. When the glacier stops, it will deposit the sediment or stop moving the sediment. The middle picture is called a moraine, and they're formed by the deposition of material from a glacier and are exposed after glaciers have retreated or drawn back, kind of melted away. Outwash is another type of glacial erosion, or a result of it, which is where a large quantity of water that flows from melting ice deposits sediment. Consequences of erosion. Building on a slope, eventually you'll have problems due to erosion by gravity, as you can see in the first picture. The second picture is showing removal of vegetation can make erosion occur faster because you don't have the roots of the plants holding that sediment in place. And steep slopes can be made safer with vegetation drainage pipes, and walls of concrete or railroad ties. So you're basically putting a border up there to hold that sediment in place so it doesn't go away down that slope, so it doesn't move. To sum up our lesson today, you want to focus on what are the agents of erosion. There's 4 agents. And then how do they actually erode the surface of the earth.